Well, for the last year, Susie Wiles has been the calming force behind the Trump administration and one of the president's closest advisors. And today, she sat stoically as President Trump shared the news that the first female chief of staff in history has breast cancer. Wiles will seek treatment immediately and continue to serve in her role at the White House. And she posted, quote, "Nearly 1 in 8 women in the United States will face this diagnosis. Every day, these women continue to raise their families, go to work, and serve their communities with strength and determination. I now join their ranks." Joining me now is someone who knows all about that fight, award-winning journalist and breast cancer survivor and advocate, Kristen Dahlgren. Great to see you, Kristen. Thank you so much for being here. You were working as a correspondent for NBC News when you were diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. Susie Wiles is also planning to stay working while she fights this disease. What is your advice to her as she navigates this difficult challenge?
Yeah, look, I think the first thing is, my thoughts are with her. It's a tough diagnosis to hear, no matter who you are and where you're working. It really makes you stop and think about your own health and mortality. So my thoughts are with her tonight. She, is doing it her way, and I admire that and applaud that she's choosing to try and work through it. That was the decision that I made as well. I wanted my life to stay as normal as possible. I had a young child at the time, and I loved my job and my career, and so I did what I could. There were days that I had to give myself grace. And, after chemotherapy, I would have to take a few days off when I was feeling tired. I don't know what her treatment will be. They say it's early stage, but there are a lot of treatments that can make you tired as you go through it. Chemotherapy, radiation, surgery is difficult, obviously, as well. So, she's taking this on like she does everything. And so I just would wish her the best. And I would also say lean into this community. There are a lot of us out there. You heard that 1 in 8 statistic. And that means that there are a lot of survivors, a lot of us who get it, who have been through it. And I know when I was first diagnosed, there were people that were friends of friends or relatives of friends who got on the phone with me and went through what my choices were and some of the decisions I was making, and whether or not to cold cap through chemotherapy and how to talk to my young child about it. So it's a really generous community who will do anything for one of us who are now going through it.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about your life and wanting it to be normal, but after your 30 years at 30 Rock, you decided to leave and refocus your life on helping millions of others. You just talked about that community. Here's the clip from your latest day on talking about that.
It's your last report for NBC. It is not your last appearance. You're an amazing colleague and friend and supporter to all of us, and we love you, Kristen.
You guys are great, and I look forward to coming back and giving you the good news that we have a vaccine approved, right?
Just real quickly before you have to run, just about your work that you've done since that moment.
Yeah, so cancer changes you. And when through my reporting, I learned that cancer vaccines were in development, we're talking about mostly treatment vaccines, so that can train your immune system to recognize and then fight and eliminate cancer. I talked to brilliant scientists who are working on these. I think we're going to be hearing a lot more about cancer vaccines in the coming weeks and months. And I decided to leave my job so that I could focus on being an advocate. I've been helping to fund trials, and we've been really making progress, bringing together the world's top scientists to work on this. China and Russia are working on cancer vaccines. And so, this is something that we're also doing here in the US, and I'm really optimistic about the strides that are being made. It could change things for all of us.
Well, like you said, people who are diagnosed are not alone, and there's a lot of hope out there for people who get this diagnosis. Thank you, Kristen, for sharing your story, and we hope that there's a cure on the horizon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.